بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. Today I am going to be reacting to another video. In this video, a sister, I really like her video, the way she explained her reversion and all other stuff. Really nice video. I really like. May Allah bless her and keep her on the deen. And the video says, I reverted to Islam. That's a very short, clean cut. Let's get to this video and see how sister discovered Islam and when and what year she reverted. And let's get to the video, brothers and sisters.
On October 24th, 2023, I took my shahada and I became a Muslim today!
MashaAllah.
It has been a little over 2 months since I took my shahada. My life has changed so much. The amount of people that I have met that have truly benefited my life is insane. I want to get into the story on how I became a non-religious person to a Muslim, because I feel like that's too... I wouldn't say being a Muslim is extreme, but in an American society where being Muslim is looked at as like an extreme, controlling religion where the women have no choice and...
That's true.
Anyway, to some people, those are two extremes. So I just kind of want to get into that journey. How exactly did that happen for me? And what has changed in my life since I became Muslim? So in September of 2023, I downloaded an app to learn Spanish. Spoiler alert, I never ended up learning Spanish. The thing about this app is it took me, a native English speaker, are you even sure about that? And someone else who was a native Spanish speaker put us together so we can learn languages off of each other, right? How did a girl from Pakistan find me? Sumika? I need an explanation. I still don't know how. She told me that she was Muslim and I was like, oh my gosh, I've listened to recitations of the Quran before and I think it's so beautiful. At that moment, she had a mission. Mission accomplished, queen. Mission accomplished. She was like, you really touched my heart by saying that. Can I tell you more about Islam? And I was like, yes, I have a lot of questions. I'm gonna be honest with you. Before I became Muslim, a lot of my ideas about Islam were very ignorant. I was not a hateful person and I never have been. I was one of those people that was under the assumption that the hijab was something forced on women and that they had to wear it and that they didn't want to. Girl! I did not enter this relationship with Sumika with the intention of becoming a Muslim. I've never been religious in my entire life. Maybe when I was like very, very, very young, like maybe 2 years old or younger. I think I was baptized before. Maybe my family was a little bit religious at the beginning, but growing up I had zero religion. We didn't believe in anything. Life was just life. The meaning, didn't know it. Didn't even think to question it, to be honest. I just assumed that it wasn't real. All religion was not real. I have gone to several Catholic churches, Christian churches, I'm sure other ones too. I don't remember. There's so many different versions, and no hate to the Christians. I don't know. There's a lot going on there. And not even a singular one of them made sense to me in the way that I was like, you know what? Yeah, I have a true belief in what you are telling me. And so it began. My number one question off rip was, what is the hijab? How do you wear it? Do you like to wear it? Do different colors mean different things? Are there certain people that you wear it around or don't wear it around? Are there certain places that you wear it or don't wear it? I have so many questions. I need to know everything about this hijab. I need to know everything about modesty. Most of my ignorance about Islam lied in modesty and the hijab for women. And I think that is similar for a lot of people who know nothing about Islam. Women that wear hijab, it is very obvious that they are Muslim. I know there are veiled Christians, but come on. Most of the veiled women you see are Muslim. I had a lot of unanswered questions. I didn't know any Muslims in real life to even ask these questions. Every day after our phone call, I would get off the phone and do more research. Every single thing she would tell me about, I would research it. I know the internet isn't the most credible place to do your research about Islam, but To be honest, there were some things that weren't necessarily accurate, but it got me where I needed to be. And I think every single passing day, I had grown more interested in Islam. I started to identify with being Muslim, and I'd never admitted it out loud to myself until maybe it was a few days after October 7th. I don't remember exactly what the day was, but I'm at work and one of my family members texts me because I had been very open about being pro-Palestine. At that time, a lot of Americans were not willing to say anything. The fact that I was so vocal about it, it was catching my family members' attention, and they were a little bit worried about me because they did not, and I still don't know if they know the true story of what's going on there. One of my family members texts me saying, "You're getting your information from the wrong place. There's two sides to every story." I told that family member, "I can't talk to you right now. I'm gonna have to talk to you later, and I love you." And I knew that family member and my mom absolutely talked about it. So when I got home, my mom called me, and my mother raised me to be very strong and open-minded and to love people. So when we were like clashing on this subject, I was really hurt. And I forgive her for this, and I'm not mentioning this to put my mother down in any way, but it is truly beneficial to my story to mention that this was said. She told me that Islam breeds terrorism. And in that moment, I had to get off the phone with her. I told her the same thing I told the family member. I love you so much. I cannot continue this conversation with you. And I hung up. And immediately after that phone call ended, I was just bawling my eyes out because I felt like she was saying that to me. She didn't realize that I was even looking into Islam even before October 7th. Anyone who could say something like that has no idea what they're talking about. And it really hurt me. So I rushed to my room. Tears are just streaming out of my face. I don't know what pushed me to do this, but I took my phone out and started making a TikTok basically saying, any Muslim women in my area, please reach out to me. I'm not Muslim, but I want to be so bad. This is something I don't think I can do by myself, and I need help. I'm so happy I did post that video. It ended up introducing me to 3 beautiful women who took me to do my shahada probably a couple days after. I don't even remember. So I meet up with them. Lovely people. They answer any of the questions I have. Of course, they have questions about me, and they're like, "Do you want to go to the mosque today and take your shahada?" My number one goal in meeting you women today was going to the mosque.
Mashallah.
So the fact that they asked me that, I was like, yes. And they were like, "Can we record it?" I'm not a shy person, as you can see. So I was like, absolutely. And I'm gonna want to cherish that memory. So of course you can record it. So they take me to the mosque, and I do my shahada there, and it is still one of the most beautiful moments of my life. Immediately after that, I just felt like if I pushed my feet off the ground too hard, I would just start floating. I was so lighthearted. My soul felt very light, and it still, like, when I think about it, I just feel so like, oh my God. The account that I posted that original video on was banned shortly after I posted that video, not because I posted the video, but because I was very pro-Palestine, like I said. So I was banned relatively quickly. I didn't even make a new one until after I took my shahada. I took that video of me crying saying I decided I want to be Muslim, and I like stitched it with a video of me taking my shahada and then like put a nasheed in the background. Legendary. Post that video, a lot of people, a lot of traction. People are taking it off my TikTok, posting it all over Instagram, posting it all over Facebook. I have people from other countries saying, "Hey, I saw your video." The amount of Egyptians that I know at this current moment is beautiful. And a lot of people are like, "What is your fascination with Egypt?" Simple answer, Egyptians, period. My best friend Dalia. It's the best friends forever, best friends forever, ring! Love her. She's Egyptian, so Egyptians will always have a high rank in my heart. And Pakistanis too, because of Sumika. Like, every time I hear someone's from Pakistan, I'm like, I'm proud to be a Pakistani! I love Pakistan. We're not gonna get into it. I love Pakistan. After that video went viral, my mom was sent that video. I didn't want to tell her immediately that I was Muslim, but viral video. What can you do? Someone in my family sent that video to her, and it was not good. It's still not amazing. I am so blessed. I still have my family, and they still communicate with me, but their initial reaction scared me from talking to the rest of my family. People that are so important to me were just so vicious to me. It made me feel like I was insane, mentally unstable. They still think I am in a cult, but we're working on it. We're working on it. I have patience. I love my family.
Yeah.
I would never disrespect them. I would never hurt them. A lot of people say, make sure you're respectful to your family, and I am, and I will continue to be. But I'm not gonna lie to you. Being a revert and being the only Muslim in your family is brutal. I always say that I could have a million people telling me I support you and I'm proud of you. It doesn't matter to me. I only want to hear that from my mother, which she has told me. She doesn't like it, but she loves me, so she accepts me. We still have some obstacles to get over. Alhamdulillah, I have a family and they love me and they're working on it and I'm working with them on it, so that's all I can really say about it. I think I want to make a separate video about my family's reaction just because it is so complex. It's ever changing. It's still changing now today. I'll probably make a separate video about that. If you guys are interested in hearing about that, let me know. That is basically how I became a Muslim and kind of how my life has been affected since then. I can say it's mainly positive and all of the negative things have nothing to do with Islam. It's about people. I am so happy that I'm Muslim. I'm so happy that I made this choice and that my daughter will be raised Muslim. One of the things that I feel the most is that I wish I was born into a Muslim family. I know that my daughter will always have a Muslim mom, which is better than nothing. In my experience, I have quite literally nothing. It's hard to look at people being able to have both good familial relationships and be a Muslim. I get one or the other. I'm working on having both. It's just hard because more distant family members won't look at me or talk to me, and that is so hurtful for me. I'm a strong person and I'm very patient, and I don't blame them. It's scary and something they have no understanding of, but it is truly hurtful, and for that reason I wish maybe I was born a Muslim, just because I would have my family no matter what. I hate to end this video on a sad note, but that's really where I'm at right now. I try to distract myself with friends, and I was going on TikTok live for a while. I stopped doing that because I would get off and get like hyper anxious to the point where I'm like, I'm going to die so bad. But I've been trying to just kind of lean into prayer more than relying on talking. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm a little bit MIA from TikTok right now, but I kind of want to maybe try out YouTube, see if I like it better. Anyway, if you guys have anything you want to know about me, you can leave a comment. But if there's anything else you guys are curious to know about me, and if I'm comfortable with sharing that with you, I absolutely will. Just leave a comment and let me know. Anyway, yalla bye.
Yeah, brothers and sisters, the sister medicine, she is so funny, and you know, her story is very encouraging, and she is like straightforward. She is absolutely, she doesn't hesitate saying it, doing it. The good thing that she had her family back, because one of the most important thing is a family. In Islam, yeah, you gotta have to respect and love them no matter what they believe, because nothing will change. Your mother is still your mother, no matter what religion she has, and your family is still your family, and you need to be respectful against them. Yeah, no matter what. Islam, the parents are number one. Next to God, the number two is the parents. So if you're not respecting your parents, you have nothing. So the sister was explaining very nice. I really like the way she speaks and the way she explains everything. That's why I chose this video. And I really like listening to her. You know, very nice, a very good video, you know. She talks about her reversion, how she discovered Islam, who invited her to Islam, all that stuff, all the good stuff. And also how in the media, Islam is the only thing that they talk about it. Islam is the main agenda right now. No one else talks about something else. They just talk about it. The politicians, the YouTubers, everybody who doesn't know nothing about Islam, but they can still able to talk about it. I'm not surprised that people can talk about something that they don't know. To talk about something, you have to know. You have to at least have minimum education to say something about it. As Sister Medicine mentioned, oh, you want to go this, you want to be in danger. Yeah, but really, Islam is beneficial for everyone. No matter which way you look at it, whether you learn it from CNN, from whatever, from social media, that's not the right place. That's what the sister said. Researching Islam in the social media, it's not a good idea, because there is a clear cut noble Quran. That's where you go. You go to the books, you go to the mosque, you go to the scholars of Muslims. That's where you get proper information, not on social media, not on Google. So brothers and sisters, I have to end this video right here. And I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy too. And if you like it, please consider subscribing to the channel. Those actions will support this channel to reach wider audience. And thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.